Have you ever questioned whether you're reading too much into her behavior or whether she's giving you subtle clues? When the clues are obvious, but most men ignore them because they aren't paying attention to the correct indicators, today we're going to examine 6 unmistakable indicators that a woman wants to sleep with you from a Stoic perspective. When you know what to look for, these subtle but unmistakable signs could forever alter your perception of attraction. One such sign is lingering eye contact, which is one of the most potent nonverbal cues in human interaction. When a woman looks at you longer than usual, it's not just casual interest. It's a sign of deeper physical attraction. In the context of Stoicism, we learn to be perceptive and aware of subtle cues in the world around us. And this is a prime example. Imagine that during a chat, she looks directly into your eyes rather than averting them after a short while, allowing the moment to go on longer than planned. This prolonged look is deliberate and conveys a yearning for a relationship that transcends words. She may even smile or relax her demeanor, creating an intimate environment where words become secondary for a Stoic man, as if she were quietly inviting you into her space and asking you to realize the mutual connection. This kind of eye contact calls for composed awareness. Rather than becoming agitated or overanalyzing, the situation should stay grounded and keep the same degree of controlled confidence. It's a delicate dance of attraction where she's waiting to see if you pick up on the signal without her having to explain it. So when you catch her locking eyes with you, remember it's an invitation to remain composed, meet her gaze, and let your confidence shine through. Stoicism teaches us the value of being present in the moment and reading the cues that others offer. Don't look away quickly or react impulsively. Instead, let the eye contact linger naturally, reflecting the same level of interest she's showing. When a woman intentionally touches you, it's not just a harmless gesture. It's a sign that she feels at ease with you and wants to push the limits of physical connection. Do the other sign too. Touch that feels intentional. Touch is one of the most potent nonverbal ways people communicate attraction. The purpose of the touch is crucial in this situation. Stoicism teaches us to live in the now and take note of nuances that others may miss. You should ignore a woman's attempt to gauge your reaction if you feel her touch linger for a little moment longer than usual, or if she constantly makes modest approaches to make contact. Consider the times she puts her hand on your arm in passing during a chat, delicately pressing her fingers against your shoulder, or briefly resting her hand on your knee. These are not arbitrary gestures. Rather, they are her method of expressing interest and a tacit indication that she feels at ease approaching you. Stoicism not only promotes emotional restraint, but also improves perception. It teaches us to comprehend the underlying meaning of other people's behaviors rather than responding hastily. When a Stoic man is touched, he doesn't become excited. Instead, he understands the gesture as an indication that she is interested in him and is gently asking him to continue the connection. These touches may seem insignificant, but the frequency and setting of them are crucial. If she keeps finding an excuse to touch you, it's an open-door gesture rather than just a friendly gesture. Stoicism urges you to maintain your composure, but it doesn't imply you should turn down her invitation. By being tranquil and aware that you can handle the situation with assurance, sign 3. She starts private conversations. When a woman deliberately looks for opportunities to talk to you privately, it's a sign of her deeper interest. This move isn't just about avoiding distractions. It's her way of signaling that she wants a more intimate connection, both emotionally and possibly physically in a social setting. She's looking to build a more exclusive bond. Consider the times she suggests going outside for fresh air, asking to grab coffee alone, or even starting a text conversation late at night when no one else is around. These aren't random acts. Rather, they are deliberate attempts to get your undivided attention. Stoicism teaches us the importance of clarity and self-awareness in our relationships with other people. A Stoic man knows that when a woman asks for privacy with him, she is expressing her vulnerability and desire to be closer away from other people's prying eyes. By starting these private moments, she is gauging your willingness to reciprocate her interest and interact with her more deeply. And even though she may not express it directly, the act of seeking alone time is a strong clue. It's a free invitation to investigate your chemistry in a more intimate context. At these times, maintaining composure is essential. The hallmark of Stoic wisdom is the capacity to understand when someone wants to connect more deeply while maintaining composure. Sign 4 is to be grounded, calm, and perceptive. Don't jump to conclusions, but rather acknowledge the opportunity in front of you. Intimate body language. One of the most subtle yet effective signs of attraction is flirtatious body language. When a woman is interested in you on a deeper, more physical level, her body will express it before she speaks. Stoicism advises us to pay close attention to nonverbal cues because they frequently reveal how someone truly feels. So what should you look for? First, notice how she positions herself around you. If she leans in closer when you speak or mirrors your movements, it's a sign that she's at ease and seeking a connection. Leaning in is a way to break the barrier of personal space and establish intimacy without saying a word. Being stoic encourages us to maintain our composure, enabling us to observe these minute changes in her body language without getting unduly eager or reactive. When a woman is attracted to someone, she frequently becomes more conscious of her appearance, adjusting her hair or fidgeting slightly in a playful, flirtatious manner. Another important clue is the way she touches her face or plays with her hair. These seemingly innocent gestures are actually subconscious expressions of nervous excitement. Another important clue is the way she positions her legs or feet. If her legs are crossed and pointed toward you, this is a subconscious signal of interest because the body tends to face what it wants. Additionally, a stoic person should be aware of these indications and maintain composure. Frequent and deliberate eye contact followed by a grin or a tiny tilt of the head frequently suggests that she's welcoming more engagement. Avoid acting hastily. Patience and confidence together enable you to react to her cues in a way that fosters interest and attraction between you two. The secret is to watch without being attached and to take action only when the timing is appropriate. Sign 5. She constantly compliments your attractiveness. In contrast to casual remarks about a new shirt or pair of shoes, which are more intimate and frequently allude to a woman's physical and emotional attraction, compliments are one of the most obvious forms of flattery, but they have a deeper meaning when it comes to attraction. If a woman consistently compliments your appearance, it's often a sign that she's paying close attention to how you look and, more importantly, how you make her feel. Although Stoicism teaches us to ignore compliments and criticism, it does not imply that we should disregard the meaning of what is being said. A woman's subtle way of expressing her deeper attraction to you is when she compliments your appearance, smile, or even your mannerisms. You may notice that these compliments come during private moments or when it's just the two of you, which makes them even more meaningful. For instance, she might compliment your grooming and say something like, "You always smell so good," or comment on how well you dress. These compliments aren't just about physical beauty, they frequently indicate admiration and curiosity. She uses compliments to establish a personal connection with you, build rapport, and show her growing interest in Stoicism. We practice the art of awareness and discernment without becoming arrogant, so view these compliments as possible signs of her desire, but maintain your composure. She is giving you the keys to her attraction, but a stoic man doesn't let it boost his ego. Instead, he acknowledges it, stays calm, and lets his inherent confidence show. Complete the remaining tasks. One of the most obvious indicators that a woman is interested in having an intimate relationship with you is when she begins to bring up sexual issues or innuendos in your discussions. This isn't an accident. Rather, it's a deliberate effort. Sign 6. She brings up sexual topics in conversation. Women tend to express their desires more subtly than men do, so by bringing up sexual topics, she is testing the waters to see how you will react and whether you are comfortable with the idea. This doesn't mean she will bring up sex directly right away. Instead, she may make light-hearted comments or drop hints to see how you react. It's crucial to maintain composure and be aware of your reactions during these situations. When a woman brings up sexual topics, a stoic man stays grounded, doesn't jump into the conversation too eagerly or shy away from it, but instead listens intently, observes her body language, and responds thoughtfully. For instance, she might mention a humorous story with a flirtatious undertone, or make a reference to something provocative from a movie or song. These are signals of comfort and openness. and she's looking for a reciprocal vibe from you. If you reply calmly and confidently, it confirms her interest and demonstrates that you're mature and unfazed by such subjects. Here, discernment is crucial. Her candor regarding sexual matters is an invitation for a deeper connection. It's a green light, but it calls for the patience and cautious navigation that a stoic man possesses. Stoicism helps you understand this. Stoicism isn't about ignoring the signals people give us. Rather, it's about mastering how we react to them. By remaining composed and thinking carefully, you demonstrate to her that you're not just interested in her body, but that you comprehend her signals on a deeper, more conscious level. When it comes to relationships and attraction, this mindset is crucial. If you've noticed these 6 signs in a woman, you know that she's probably sending you a clear signal that invites a deeper connection. But this is where Stoicism makes all the difference. The philosophy teaches us that we can't control others or their behaviors, but we can control how we react. A true Stoic observes patiently, waits for the appropriate moment, and acts with composed confidence when the time comes. He neither rushes in mindlessly nor chases after things. You can make mistakes when you rush things or get caught up in feelings. But when you approach attraction with a Stoic perspective, you make decisions with clarity. You're not desperate for approval, and you don't need to chase because you trust the process. She's already expressing interest, so timing is important now. If this analysis of attraction and Stoicism was helpful to you, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's the greatest method to keep up with all of our posts about Stoic philosophy and how it relates to relationships in particular. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to ensure you don't miss any videos. I appreciate you viewing, and I hope to see you in the next film. There is a lot more to discover about seeing human nature via the prism of Stoicism,